All right, we have something new that's coming up in November. It's about starting internet businesses. I got a channel, I got new training, a whole bunch of stuff that's coming in November. The link is below to go to the new channel. That's where I'll be dropping all of the information about the new training and how to make money with internet businesses. You know, I was actually doing some YouTube research and I've noticed something. And I've noticed something really, really interesting. There's a group of people who are making boatloads of money right now, tons of money. It's YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagram people, bloggers. There's a group of people who are making a stunning amount of money right now in these United States of America. Yet on the other side, there's a group of people who are struggling to buy dog food. And one of the things that I consistently see is people are not making the appropriate choices to live here and in the United States of America. Number one, we're not going to fight about this. Living in America is expensive. Unless you have business skills. Business skills can take you quite far. But let's go ahead and just say living in America is expensive. It's expensive to buy a house. It's expensive to rent a place. It's expensive to buy a decent car. It's expensive to eat well. It is expensive. But there's a group of people over here. They're not making TikTok videos talking about how expensive it is to live in America. They're living in America. They're taking trips. They're doing well. And one of the things is, I'm going to say it. You can be a consumer, you can keep consuming content, or you can start producing content, or you can start producing products. This is the deal. I talked about this quite a bit in the past, the difference between the consumer and the producer. And essentially, you have a choice. You have a choice living here in America, whether you can be a producer, a creator, or just a mere consumer. And here's the thing, there are billions of consumers out there, billions. And all these consumers feed the creators. I've had a lot of consumers feed me. And one of the things that happens is you have this choice. And, there's this girl by the name of Christy with Fantastic Finances. And she talks about velocity banking. Very interesting lady, Christian lady. And this is something I know, because this is something I do all the time. I do YouTube research is kind of like second nature to me. And there have been a multitude of creators on YouTube who've been talking about velocity banking that have not had the impact that she's had. Not even had the impact. And she does a really good job of doing the whiteboard and explaining and talking about it. And her channel gets 1 million views a month. And it's not even a year old. She gets 1 million views a month. And one of the things I look at is, and she's doing very well financially. And Christy Van made a difference. She's like, go start a YouTube channel. She was going to talk about velocity banking. She was going to help people do velocity banking. And I don't think her YouTube channel is a year old. And this has literally changed her life. Literally. Because she has a consulting service, and you go to her channel and you go to the it's full. If you were to go get a call, you would have to get a call, I think, in December now, because she's completely booked for November. And one of the things is Christy Van has become a creator, a producer, a businesswoman. And once again, there were people out here on YouTube who were talking about velocity banking, and none of them have had the impact that she has had. And she's getting a ton of customers. She's getting a ton of clients. So one of the things that you have to do is make that decision to be like Christy Van, because, for the longest time, I've been trying to get you guys to do YouTube channels. I've been trying, and I'm not going to sell it to you like you can start a YouTube channel today and make $1 million next year. I'm not going to sell it to you like that, because there's 100 million YouTube channels and only 10 million of those 100 million have 1,000 subscribers. And then when you start getting up to 100,000 subscribers, that's only 362,000 out of the 100 million. And Personally, I don't think YouTube is hard. What I think is hard is doing the work, being consistent and showing up. Because I see people start a YouTube channel, they'll make a video 1 week, then they'll be 3, 4, 5 weeks later, then they'll drop another video, and then they'll come up here a year later and talking about, I was really inconsistent. This is, they know why their channels aren't doing well. They know why their channels aren't growing. And one of the things that you have to do is put yourself in the position to be doing the work. You have to put yourself in the position to actually open yourself up to doing the work. Because if you want to live in the United States of America, there's one solution: make more money. That's one of the solutions. And a lot of people have chosen not to make more money. They just don't want to make more money. They just don't want to do it. And one of the things that happens is, and this is why I'm no longer showing receipts, bank accounts, credit, I'm not showing any of that stuff. Because this is one of the things that happens when you have had success and you show success. People consider you bragging, because it's not bragging. It's not bragging at all. What happens is you hold up a mirror to that person, and they look at what you're doing and they look at what they're doing, and they're very, very unhappy. And this is where you're bragging, you're showing off. This is where the hate that comes off, because years ago, I gave away 19 free business courses. And what happened? I'm going to share with you what happened. The majority of people who signed up for those free business courses did not open up the courses, didn't do the work, didn't start a business. And it was free courses. Because this is one of the things that gets me, because everybody, and this is something that's going to be part of the new training, consulting, everybody wants to get on the phone and talk to me. That's one thing I've noticed. Everybody wants to have a conversation, but they don't want to pay for a conversation. They just want to have a conversation. I remember I was having a conversation with this guy, and he said, "You got to give me something." And at that point, I just kind of rushed through it and got off the phone with him, because I realized he wasn't going to buy anything. Because if you want to be successful in America, there's going to be a very hard part to that success. And it's not going to be, because this is one of the things with, let me go ahead and just say this as carefully as I can. You have a business that you've been running for 5 years, and then you book a consulting call with me because you have a business. There's things that I can do. There are things I can look at. There's things I can help you with. You don't have a business and you want a consulting call with me. You have nothing to work with. You have no business. You have no clients. You have nothing. Those people who have nothing want the most help at the least price. They want the most help. They want the most hand-holding, the most talking, the most consulting, the most help in the things that are going on, when they have nothing to really work with. Starting a business is super easy. Setting up your LLC, setting up your holding company, that's super easy. Super easy. I feel, and this is just my opinion, that a lot of people are scared of success. They're scared of success because when you become successful, things change. Your friends change. The group of people you hang out with change, because you just can't relate to the people that you used to relate to when you grow a business and build something and become successful. You just can't. And I feel that a lot of people are really, really scared of that success, really, really scared of that change, really, really scared of growing like that. Because you may be a woman that's married to a man, and right now y'all are pretty equal, and then you go off and you start a business, you start doing some stuff, then you start looking at your husband very differently because now you've done all this other stuff. Now here's the thing, and going back to Christy Van, I found her Facebook page. She's married with children and everything, and she definitely loves her husband. So even though Christy Van has found a lot of success, she's still wedded and committed to her husband. So, but once again, she's a Christian woman. That makes a difference. But one of the things that I feel is a lot of people are afraid of success. I remember years ago, there was this video. I was happier in a 2-bedroom apartment when I was broke than I am happy now being a millionaire. And when I heard that, I just shook my head. I was like, you started the wrong business. There's no way that you can become a millionaire doing the right things in the right business and for you to be unhappy unless you got into something and it just took off and it just isn't you. It just isn't you. But it's 2023. We're living in the United States of America, and the opportunity to be successful, the opportunity to get money, the opportunity to build a business is right under your nose. It's right there. But are you going to take that opportunity to actually take advantage of doing this stuff? Are you actually going to do the work? I have a friend who does YouTube, and a few months ago, he was having a serious problem. His YouTube views had dropped, and he was concerned. He was deeply concerned. He was saying some things. And then what he did is he just went back into his business. He started working really hard, and he cleared the problem up. See, because he's been doing YouTube for so long. I don't even know the last time he had a job. I have no clue the last time he had a job. And this is the thing of becoming a consumer and a producer versus, becoming a producer and a creator versus just being a consumer. I was looking back over time, and there was a point that I was putting out something consistently, creating something, doing something, building something, creating something. And once again, this is under your nose. You could do the same thing if you're willing to do the work. A lot of the videos I put out there, and let's talk about the Failed Man series. There's a lot of men who simply failed. They have failed because they chose not to do the work. They chose not to do the work. They failed. And, to be 65 years old and driving around for DoorDash, and I had all kinds of people, it's like, you're making fun of this man. And I wasn't making fun. It was just an observation. And I guarantee you, if I brought this man on the channel, we had a conversation, it would be a totally different conversation, because here's the thing. Older people are real honest. And when they've made mistakes and they have regrets, they will admit them. And I guarantee you, this guy's full of regrets. But once again, hey, ignore me, ignore my thing. You can be 65, 70 years old, driving for DoorDash, delivering food in the old ratty car. That can be your choice. Because one of the things that I feel that today it is easier to build businesses, to create revenue, to do stuff, because there's way more help, there's way more opportunities, there's way more people to help you, to actually set you apart, to actually do the things, to give you the wisdom, the insights and things to help you become successful. There's a multitude of stuff out there. There's a multitude of stuff. Once again, going back to when I gave those courses away for free. And I looked at these people, and what happened is my website traffic zoomed. People were getting these free courses. And this is the strangest things to me. Why did 95% of the people who got these free courses choose not to take action? That's the strangest thing. Once again, let's talk about something else I did for free. Money management course. That money management course should have had 30, 40,000 subscribers. I think I got 3,000 people. Why? Course is free, teaching you how to manage your money. Why do you sign up? Because you don't want to do the work. And that's the whole thing. Just like these people on TikTok, they don't want to do the work. They want to sit, complain, whine, talk about how bad America is, how I need to leave America. It's too expensive here. Once again, you can make a choice. You can choose to live well here in the United States of America, or you can leave and go to another country. That's your choice. Because I find it interesting at the number of people who have complaints about me, yet I have given away so much free stuff. And what I feel has happened is because I've given away so much free good stuff that people expect that. And whenever I put something out and put a price tag on it, the people get angry. Even though I have given away stuff for free, put stuff out for free, and the majority of people do not take advantage of it because it's free. This is what a price tag does. When you put a price tag on it, That's the money you spent, that equals your commitment to doing the course. That's one of the things that I find to be really, really interesting. I remember there was a guy who was new, who was like, hey, if you were serious, you just give this away for free. And I started laughing because I already know I've tried. I've really, really tried. And I found out it doesn't work. It just simply doesn't work. But once again, enough about me. Let's talk about you. Are you going to do the things that you want to do to live well here in America? Question is, are you? Are you going to do it? The question is, are you going to do the things where you can live well here in America? Because the possibility is real. The things you can do, the things you can set up, it's 100% real. So what are you going to do? Are you going to live well here in America? Or are you going to continue to make these, whoa, it's so bad to live in America videos on TikTok? And mostly that's on TikTok. I really don't see, I see compilations of those videos on YouTube. A lot of people have figured out that a lot of people like to watch someone complain and likes to watch someone express their frustrations and stuff. I typically don't try to consume that content because that can just mess up your wavelengths and stuff. But what are you going to do? Are you going to do the things that you need to do so you can live well here in the United States of America? Or what are you going to do to actually do the things that you need to do so you can have a happy, successful, beautiful life here in America? Are you going to do those things? Because the choice is on you. The choice is on you. That's all I got. So once again, we have some new training, a new channel, a whole bunch of new stuff that's going to happen. November is going to be a very, very exciting month. Very, very exciting.